right, welcome to our 2025 Band Vertical Concert here at Milford Schools. First, I'll introduce myself. My name is Mr. Semiadro. I teach band at Stacy Middle School. That would be the 6th grade band, 7th grade band, the 8th grade band. I want to acknowledge our Director of Music, Ms. Nadine Pomeroy, who is also one of the high school band teachers. We're going to start off our concert this year. First, welcome everybody and thank you for being here and supporting music. We're going to start off with Mr. Myler, who's going to be conducting the 5th grade band. So we're going to turn the program over to Mr. Myler.
Good evening, I'm so glad you could all come tonight. You know, I was just looking around this room, and although this is only my 3rd year teaching at Woodland, I had the great pleasure of realizing that I am the person who introduced band to more than half of these students who are sitting around me. It was a great responsibility and a great pleasure. In general, of course, I like to let the music speak for itself. Just a quick introduction to this piece. We will be playing the wonderful Conquest tonight. These students in the white shirts over here are this year's 5th grade beginner band at Woodland. Let's give them a quick round of applause. Our group touched these instruments for the first time only 5 short months ago, but when you hear them play, I'm sure you'll agree, we've come a long way since then. Here it is, Conquest. It's been so much fun working with that amazing group of students. You know, in that group there are 70 students at the moment, and I was just thinking, as long as every one of them stays in the band, and we have that many students in 5th grade every year, this group over on this side of the gym will be about 280 people in a few years, so I can't wait to look forward to that. Next we will move on to our middle school groups. The leader of these groups, of course, is our amazing, wonderful, and fabulous, fantastic Mr. Semiadro.
Our 6th grade band today is going to play for you 2 pieces. Our first piece is going to be entitled Ancient Hunters, and then we're going to conclude with a march called Honor and Glory. As I'm making my way over towards the 7th grade band, I do want to take just a second. I'm not going to call anyone out by name. Just a couple of weeks ago, well, actually, I guess a little more than that now, right at the beginning of February, the 7th, 8th, and 9th grade students in our music department are eligible to audition for what we call the Junior Central District Band, Orchestra, and Chorus, and there's a jazz band as well. And if anyone who is unfamiliar with that, they take all of the students in Central Mass, they carve out Mass into 4 sections, and the central part of Mass, all 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students are eligible. So we're talking hundreds and hundreds of kids. And we have a bunch of our kids audition every year. We had a couple of 9th graders, a couple of 7th and 8th graders get into the 2025 Junior Central District Band, Chorus, or Orchestra. If any of those students are in the room right now, please stand so we can acknowledge you. All right, guys. We're going to continue with our 7th grade band. We're going to play 2 pieces for you. The first piece is entitled Ashlon Echoes. And then we're going to play a fun piece called Brace for Impact. One, two. One, two. to play two pieces as well. The first piece is entitled Entrada, and the last piece they play is going to be called Awesome Sauce, and it does require a little bit of crowd participation, but we'll talk about that in a minute. That featured an alto saxophone solo by Bella Sullivan. Good applause. All right, the last piece our middle schools are going to play for you today is called Awesome Sauce, and this does require a little participation if you so choose, but I do have to give you a quick lesson because a lot of people who clap or snap their fingers to music do it on the wrong beats. They clap on 1 and 3. And you might not even realize that people do this. And it doesn't even really seem like a big deal, except musicians can't hear that. They don't want to hear that. So if you're going to participate with us, you've got to clap on 2 and 4. That's what cool people do. So 2 and 4, you'll see us clapping and snapping a little bit. Feel free to join in. 1. the program over now to Jill Baudet, who is one of the high school band teachers, and she will introduce the music and dignity for that.
Good evening. My name is Mrs. Baudet. I teach at the high school. I do the high school band. I team teach with Ms. Pomeroy, our director of music. Thank you very much for being here tonight. This is one of my favorite concerts because I love seeing the transition from 5th grade, following all the way through the gymnasium up to the high school. And you guys remember when you were over there, right? Yeah. Some of our seniors have been doing this for like 8 years. So this is your last one. Sad face, yeah. Yeah, and I want to thank all the parents for all of your support through the years, from 5th grade all the way to 12th grade. And I'm curious, by raising your hand, who in the audience has been in band or orchestra or chorus in their life? Raise your hand nice and high. Be proud, be proud. Nice, look at this. Awesome. We like to tell the kids that once you start an instrument, that can follow you through your entire life. So it's something you can do for your whole life. So I'm really looking forward to seeing all of you come up to the high school. Everybody sounded really, really good tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing this group next year. And we do take a trip next year, so that's a good thing. I do want to acknowledge our senior division Central District participants. We had several people audition this year, grades 9 through 12. So if you were accepted to Central District, would you please rise? And also at the senior level, we actually have another level beyond that called All-State. If they score high enough in their audition, they could receive an All-State recommendation where they get to audition for All-State. So if you received an All-State recommendation, would you please stand? So congratulations. And thank you to all the students who put in the hard work for all your music this year. So for our high school piece tonight, we're going to play something called the Locomotive Chase. So you can imagine an old steam engine going right by you at high speed, and you'll hear some different special effects. Here's Locomotive Chase.
Thank you for coming out this evening and joining the evening of music with Milford Schools. We're going to play our final piece, and if you've ever been to this concert before, you've heard this. This is called Fidgets, and this is going to be everybody. And this is the point of the day where we get everybody who needs to get up and come along. 1, 2, 1.